Hello, third graders. I'm just going to quickly go over how to get into the game that you are going to be playing for today. This is from the Smithsonian, and this is going to be a game on habitats. When you are on the classroom website, it looks sort of like this. This is my end of things. You are going to click on the Smithsonian website right here. This will be a clickable link, and you are going to go right to this game that is right here. When you get to this website, it'll show up right here. You are going to be playing this game. In this game, you are going to have to be able to accept a flash player is what it's called. Something is going to pop up. It might pop up in your screen over here. It might pop up over here, but you need to make sure that you are allowing it and accepting it so that the game pops up. Otherwise, the game will not show up for you. You should be able to see this, and from here, then you should be able to go ahead and play if you need to. Otherwise, I really suggest that you are going to need to review the directions. They're really quick, but I don't want you clicking through and just making silly mistakes. You need to, in the game, there's going to be a column of different animals and different living things. You are going to drag and drop them into the correct habitat. At the bottom of the screen, there's going to be habitats. Okay, you can use the buttons below to navigate between habitats. Let me show you quick what we're doing. Once you hit play, as you can see, there is a habitat of a desert. You also are going to have a habitat of coral reef, a jungle, and a marsh. You are going to see at the bottom of each of the slides how many animals or living things need to be put into this picture. This desert picture is going to have 7 of the items over here in our column of different living things. Okay, it's a really long column of things. You need to find 7 of them and put them in there. You have coral reef, and you need to find 5 of the items from in this list of animals or living things. In the jungle, there are only 4, and in the marsh, there are 6. If you aren't sure which one these go in, I would first start off with looking through all of the different animals, and you can look and see which ones do you know for sure and where their habitat is going to be. I know right here that this is probably going to be in the coral reef because this looks like a shell of some sort. I'm going to drag it and drop it. Once I drag it and drop it, it's going to tell me, great job, and that it's correct. If it is not the correct habitat and you try and drag and drop the wrong thing, it's going to prompt you with, oopsies, you did something wrong. It says, try again, the desert shrew sleeps at night. This allows the desert, it ran away. So it's going to tell you what it is, and it's going to tell you that you're wrong and that you need to figure out which habitat it's actually going to be going into. So I'm going to continue with the coral reef. I'm going to say that this shark is going to be going into there. It's a lemon shark. Okay, here's a newt, here's a frog. If you're not sure what other ones are going into the coral reef, well, then move on to a different one. I'm going to check in the desert. I know that an alligator probably is, or a crocodile, excuse me, isn't going to be in the desert because a crocodile is going to need to be somewhere where it's a little bit more wet because they live in the water primarily or at the surface of water. I'm going to see, do I think a coyote might live in the desert? Well, let's just check and see. Yes, a coyote does live in the desert. If you're still not sure on them, go into the jungle. Let's see, this is a nutria. I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to put it anywhere because I'm not sure where it lives at this point. Right now I'm in the jungle, so I think that this right here, which is a toucan, is going to live in the jungle. So you are going to go through and you are going to decide where each animal in this game goes into which habitat. And then once you have them all done, it'll tell you because you'll have all your stars filled in right here. There is sound that you can play to have sound on in the background. I chose not to so that it wasn't distracting to me, but you can choose to have that. That's fine. It's up to you. But this is how you're going to be playing this game for today. I will see you all later, and if you have any questions, just ask your teacher.